Hey everyone, how you doing today? This is Gilbert with Interactive Utopia, and today we're going to be talking a little bit about artificial intelligence, ChatGPT, its API, and how to apply it to your project. In this case, I'm going to be applying it to my social media distributor app, so I'll show you kind of how I did that. First and foremost, I want to introduce myself. My name is Gilberto Cortez. I'm a web developer with Interactive Utopia. If you need any assistance or if you need some of my code, you can find it on github.com/Gilberto Cortez. And basically, the app that I'm working on, it's Social Utopia. It's an app that allows you to post a message just to different social media networks: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, Google My Business. So usually I use it for my social media clients. That way, I don't necessarily have to post everywhere. I do this and it posts to most of the apps that we manage, or most of the social media, networks that we manage. So it's very efficient for me. But now with AI, we've been using it more and more lately. So I wanted to do something to be able to apply it to the app. That way I don't have to be going back and forth, copy paste and all that kind of fun stuff. So I'll show you real quick how it works. Basically, we go to generate a content. It kind of already pre-fills it a little bit for you. What you want to generate: a social media post for Interactive Utopia, a development and marketing guru about let's say artificial intelligence and how it is good for marketing. Alright, let's fix that up. And then we click generate. We give it a second. Maybe I need to put a loader or something like that. And it's going to be giving you the post, created by ChatGPT. Want to take your marketing to the next level. AI is the secret weapon you need, and so on. And then we can either copy the content or add it to the post. Add it to the post. It kind of adds it right there. Maybe we do a little bit of fixing, kind of have some spaces and stuff like that, and we can add a link in there, and then I'll just show you, for example, let's not do Google today, and then we can just send it pretty much created the message for us. All we did was a little bit of fixing. Usually I add a picture or something like that, make it a little nicer, and that way we're going to be sending it. So we sent it to LinkedIn, we sent it to Facebook, Instagram. We didn't put a picture on there, and the Twitter, it's offline at this moment, and we didn't select Google. So that pretty much worked out right there. But how do we do that? Not necessarily how do we send the message, but how do we make the connection to ChatGPT? Basically, what I want to show you, it's the code that we use. So basically there's a couple different things that we need, and again, the name it is ChatGPT. Let's ChatGPT, and we want the API. Alrighty then. So I just wanted to show you, OpenAI is a developer of ChatGPT, and the API has different things in there that you can do, image generation, speech to text, the regular GPT. So there's different artificial intelligence models that you can use. So just keep that in mind, and I'll put the link in below. That way you can kind of take a peek at that. But going back to the code. So basically what we do in here is we click on a button, it opens a modal, and then we have a form, and then we're able to click generate so that you can generate the content. So basically the first thing that I'll show you is as far as the modal, let me close this. So we have our HTML, and it's a very simple model. Here we go, it starts right here. So we have a button, which it's gonna be, you click on it, and that's it's gonna open the model pretty much. We have a little bit of styling, CSS, to make the model a little nicer, and then just the actual div, which is the model or the pop-up. All right, so pretty simple, pretty straightforward. In here there's a form, or not a form, a text area that are called, which is again what we use to request the information, whatever the prompt that the user is going to be sending. We pre-fill out a little bit the prompt, that way the user doesn't have to be writing as much every time. And then we add the buttons, copy content, add to post, and all that. And for that we need some JavaScript, because we need to do an asynchronous request, without leaving the page to the backend, so that we can make the call into ChatGPT, and then it can send back the answer. And then we also need some JavaScript so that we can do the adding to post or the copy content. So let me show you the JavaScript really quick. The function generate AI content. All that it is, it's a AJAX request sending it to our PHP page, and it's sending the is going to be sending the contents, the value of the prompt, the text area, whatever value is in there. And then once it sends that, if the response is, code 200, or if the response is okay, then what we want to do is get the response back, whatever, we sent back to the JavaScript, and then use that content to change the div that we created on the modal, and just kind of add the content to there. And then we also add the copy button, and we add the post, the add to post button as well. And those ones, they're just a couple quick functions. Copy to clipboard, that's all that it does. It just copies it to the clipboard using write text. And then the add to post is the same thing. We just take whatever content is on that div that we kind of set up where we added the content, and then we just add it to the original form that sends the message, and then we just close the model. So pretty simple, straightforward JavaScript. And then we go to the PHP. On the PHP, we have our front end where the user kind of writes whatever the prompt. We have the JavaScript that helps us make the connection to the backend, and then we have the actual connection to the backend. And in here, this, you can find a lot of this code online, but basically what we're doing is, if we go to GPT, and then it gives you the endpoint right here, which is this one right here. You're gonna need a developer key, which you can store in a safe place, of course. And then the first thing that we need to do is get the prompt from the post request that is being sent, and then we need to start fixing the data that's going to be sent over the JSON. So we need to send them the model, which is GPT 3.5 Turbo. We have GPT 4 now, but it's a little more expensive, so I'm just using this one. And then we need to send the messages. So the first message that I do is I set up the AI bot, if you can call it. I let him know what he is. You're a social media copywriter. I need it this way. What I give him the defaults of the request that's being sent, and then the second message is just the content of the user. Like whatever prompt he wrote down. So we send that over to ChatGPT. We send it using curl. And then, ChatGPT does its thing. It's going to send us a response back. We're going to store that. And then we're just going to read that. Once we read it, if the response is not a false one or a void one, or, we got a response back, then what we need to do is encode that as a JSON, echo it, and then that's pretty much the response that is going to be sent back to that JavaScript file. So from here, it'll go back to the JavaScript file, and then it'll go back to the send message form editor. And then that's pretty much how it works. You can change it about web design in California. I don't know. And then we can click generate, and it should give us new content. Here we go. So that's our new content. Let's do copy the clipboard this time, and then we can just paste it and kind of do the thing. So that's pretty much about it. So that's how it works. Again, I just wanted to show you what I've been working on lately. I think this is it's simple but very important, and if you do social media managing, or if you have a similar app, this is a great idea to use. And you don't necessarily have to be doing social media. It could be all types of applications. Maybe somewhere where you need to create content, maybe somewhere where you need answers, maybe you have somewhere where you build reports and then you want to check your math, or check, there's an infinite number of things you can do with it. So hopefully it helps you, hopefully it's something that you're able to implement on your projects. But once again, my name is Gilberto Cortez. I'm with Interactive Utopia. I just wanted to show you that interaction with AI, ChatGPT, real quick. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comment box below. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up, and please do subscribe to the channel if you want to see more content like this. And I'll see you on the next video. All right, I hope that you have a great day. Goodbye.